Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Lord, for a new day to trade. This is not financial advice, educational purposes only. Shorting small caps is very, very risky. So, I just woke up not too long ago, so I haven't traded anything yet, but I'm here for the 7 o'clock pops. So, let's see if we got anything interesting, or see if we get anything interesting here in the next minute or two. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Holland, nice. STSS. I'll pull it up in just a second. Couldn't get locates on it. Looks like it's a tiny float though. Or it's trading like one. I'll get pulled up in just a second, like I just said. STSS. Ooh, 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 ooh.
STSS.
Pretty small float on it. I got a little position. Oh, and it's flushing. So I'm out now, but didn't really get the best entry on that one. But I'm out. Let's see if we get anything else. I might not live stream long today. Well, I might not go all the way till 9. I'm feeling a little rough today. A little under the weather. But would like to knock out some pretty good trades here to start off with, but got into STSS, didn't play it as good as I could have. Didn't have the best average. I was doing a little too much research on it, but yeah, no, it shows the shares float is 26 here, but on Trade Ideas it said a million. So, but to be honest with you, it kind of traded like a small float. Yeah, and AskEdgar says 1 million float, so I think it's a million, but who knows? And if it's China, it says the company. Are we talking about the same stock? Because it says this one's New York. Oh, you're talking about the price action on DKI. Got it. There's probably a decent VWAP test right there. Anything else gonna move? KDK? What is this? Kodiak AI. Pretty liquid right now. Not very many shares are traded on it. I think 42K. Good morning, good morning. ANGO. No, that one doesn't look too interesting. What was the one you were talking about? DKI? DKI. Ooh. Yeah, not a ton of not a ton of PRs at 7 today. Only a few. All good. We'll get another pop here shortly. Good morning, Ordo. Bro, your stats that you were sharing, the 99% win rate, dude, that's kind of mind-blowing. STSS, a little VWAP retest. I'm not in it because it's a little early to be playing VWAP retest, I think. But it might flush. Like STSS around 1050. I haven't even looked at the daily. I'll be very surprised if it gets back up there though. So yesterday, for all most of y'all were probably on yesterday, but everything was flushing yesterday. So maybe we'll see something similar today. Ended up having a pretty good day, and I enjoyed the conversations yesterday, even though we didn't make it as much as we wanted on PALI. Ended up making about 1,200 bucks on this one intraday. I haven't been trading a lot of intraday. The last two plays I made 1,200 bucks though on them because I went a little bit heavier. One Monday and then the one yesterday, but we were hoping for a bigger flush. Keeping an eye on it though, because those if this one bounces, I'm very interested because they have they can start dumping those warrants or the 70-cent shares today. 171 million shares are available to dump after today or starting today. So if this one pushes, I might set an alert for it if it gets over maybe 160. Even though an entry right now probably wouldn't be terrible, but how much did you end up making on it, Josh? Because I'm pretty satisfied with it. Obviously I wanted to flush harder, but I might see if I can catch it today. If we get a little bit of a pop. I said 160. What is this right here? That's 158. I'm gonna say, dang, that probably wouldn't have been bad right there. Maybe 155. I'll get interested. Closing out with my STSS now. Why hasn't PALI flushed yet? 70-cent offering. I don't yeah, I'm not really sure why it hasn't. I don't know if they probably haven't started dumping shares yet. A lot of times they do it at market open. And again, they might decide to wait and not do it today. They're just available today. I think they'll probably use it. DKAI pushing up now. But it's not like automatic, but they'll probably use it. I mean, it's up. Whoever got those shares at 70 cents, they got 100% return on it right now. So I would be surprised if they don't use it. And the lockup, there's no lockup period or anything like that. They're available starting today, from what I could see. And AskEdgar was reiterating that. So DKI, I don't really know much about this ticker, so I'm gonna look it up real quick. I know y'all were talking about it some. It's the one that y'all said was Chinese. We up to 140 now. Yeah, I got some locates on it. They're cheap. Yeah, they're cheap. No news. Am I overlooking it? Yeah, Godfather. Yep. We were playing that level or looking at that level yesterday. I don't have lines on my chart because, again, if I'm not on live, I'm not on TradingView. I'm just looking at my phone. But yeah, the 181 from yesterday and then the 190. But yeah, basically, it private placement ran on that. But it's pretty absurd. 171 shares are about to get dumped on it. Again, maybe not all at once. Maybe not even all. Maybe not even any today. It's up to the um, someone else, not me. So, but it is something to stay close to. If it gets another little pop, I might start re-entering it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, if appreciate if y'all hit the like. And thanks for the likes already on the video. I know it hasn't been super exciting yet, but we'll find us some plays here shortly. I did make a little bit on STS, but again, I was doing a little too much research on it. And obviously I closed a little too early, but it's a nice little pop. It just didn't give us very much time to play it. But yeah, I have locates on DKI. I want to see it push up a little bit more back to that $1.50. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Martin, pre-market Martin. You're like me for a little bit, Martin. I stepped away from pre-market. Thought I lost my edge. Now I just had to dial a few things in. I made most of my money in my trading career in pre-market, but I did take a little break from it for a little bit because I thought, well, this during those crypto treasury days, I was just getting destroyed in the beginning. So I was like, let me adjust my strategy. So now I try to check the news before I jump in these days. But still, if I see something up 200-300%, sometimes I still kind of jump in blindly. Probably need to dial that in a little bit. But at least now when I jump in on those, it's pretty small until I confirm the news isn't amazing. Yeah. No, that's definitely. Oh yeah, we have some government stuff being released today. BG, thanks for the reminder. Job reports and stuff. Or jobless claims. Like I said, I'm feeling a little under the weather today. Not like crazy, but something's off. And my voice a little raspier than normal. So I don't know if I'll live stream all the way to 9, but I'm still planning on staying here for a while. At least till 8, probably 8:30. I want to see another decent play. But yeah, I got into STSS, but only a couple hundred shares because I wanted to do more research on it, but it did not hold. But again, that's kind of why I went ahead and got in it a little blindly because I'm trading what the market's kind of giving me. Every 7 a.m. pop, the last what? All this week and all last week, they did this. They just pop and they don't sustain. Maybe not fall as fast as this, but they've been dying hard. So that's why I went ahead and got me a little position. But it was trading kind of like a small float where it's just like skipping numbers, you know, just shooting up insanely quick. Because even if it doesn't have a small float, they can go up quick. But when you can usually tell when the float's pretty small because it's just like basically like I said, just skipping numbers. We'll go from like 8 to 850 to not, you know what I mean? So, but nice little flush. Just y'all make a mental note. This has been the theme. 7 o'clock, right on the dot. Something pumps and then it dies immediately. And I'm not recommending anything. I'm not allowed to, but as always, I'm not recommending jumping in blindly. I'm just saying make a mental note. 7 a.m. last week, pretty sure the week before, and this week, they just have not sustained at all. Played IVDA. Yeah, that was before I woke up, I think. IVDA. Ooh, man, was that a 4 o'clock pump? Yeah. Man, went right to, I don't know what these levels are marked previously, but went right to them. Good stuff. Come to TradeZero, Joshua. You know, I see what you're doing in the group. You're making $1,000, $2,000 days. Time for a big boy broker for you. He knows you're gonna clean up. Nice. Good deal. Sorry guys, I'm not seeing much, so I'm just let me know if y'all see anything, but right now I'm just chilling. There's probably other plays like VWAP retest and fades and things like that, but I'm just trying to play these PR pops this early. So that's the main thing I'm interested in right now. But if y'all see another good setup, let me know. But mostly interested in the PR pops at this time. Maybe we'll get some more at 7:30. I think we did yesterday. Had one at 7:30, so let's see. And how's my volume today? trolls. Just kidding. Thank y'all for letting me know. I appreciate it. So I'm not whispering to y'all now. Good. Alexandria, I played DKI 2 times now. Nice, let's go. Yeah, I wanted to see it push a little bit higher just because it's Chinese and no news. I don't want to get into this thing too early just in case I need to cut it. Because I don't know why it's up. Appreciate it, Mike. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, that's crazy, Josh. But it's even crazier how good you're doing with those fees. Because didn't you say it's 30 bucks to enter a trade or something? The fact that you're pulling it in like you are with those fees, pretty impressive, bro. And you'll see the longer you short, you'll have to stay close to the commissions, the locates. Like in the beginning, I didn't care too much about it, but when you have drawdowns and things like that, which is inevitable, you know, high fees and high locates hurt. But do you? Don't. I'm also a believer. Don't change what's working. So, but it's probably worth looking into other things. Yeah, STSS died. That's the only reason I said that earlier, Joshua, when you said you liked a $10 level. Mainly just because it was that set, or a 12 or whatever you said, I can't remember. Mainly just because it was that 7 a.m. pop. That's why I just assumed it was going to die, because that's just what they've been doing. I'm just following the trend. It's crazy, these 7 o'clock pops lately. I still haven't figured out a way to make a lot of money on them. I don't know why. But all good, all good. I mean, I've been doing decent on them, but it's hard to go heavy on a position for me. Like yesterday, y'all saw, especially in the Discord, I went heavy on PALI, very heavy, like 11, 12, 13K position at once. But I had time to do research, find the levels I want. When they're moving fast like this, it's hard to, have a lot of confidence that in the play, but all good. Made a little bit on it. I have a question. Does TradeZero charge for every stock you're looking to short? I have Fidelity and they don't charge to borrow, but some tickers have no shares available. Well, yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah, I don't know Fidelity well, but just some of the mainstream brokers, whether it's Schwab, Thinkorswim, Fidelity, I've heard. I know about Schwab, or I was in it when it was TD Ameritrade as well, before they flipped over to Schwab or whatever. But you can short, but if it's hard to borrow, it was very hard to get the short on them, like get locates or be capable of shorting. I don't know if Fidelity's better than Schwab, but that was my biggest issue, is there wasn't a lot of availability. And some people do both, you know what I mean? Like if you are finding a way to do it cheap on Fidelity, do it. But and I've learned this from someone else too. Um, like have another broker. I get it. You got your money split. It's a little bit harder, but have another broker for those hard to borrow shares. I've mostly just used TradeZero and Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers is mostly for my wheel strategy and stuff, which I don't talk about much on here because it's not very exciting. The wheel strategy is not a very exciting Doesn't make for good live streams, let's say that. But I use it for that because the options are cheap on interactive brokers. That's the main two I use now. I tried shorting on interactive brokers. I didn't like it as much. And the fees were more. And the locates were more. Worth it though to get above PDT in a month is, yeah, right. Yeah, Blue Horse, I'm trying to be nice about it, but again, I'm not familiar about Fidelity, so I don't want to throw too much shade. Jay-Z XN's popping 30%. Got me a quick little entry. I'm pretty sure this is a Chinese stock though. Oh yeah, I just looked at the name. This is definitely a Chinese stock. I just remember it from previously. Yeah. What's going on with this one? Let's find out some levels on this thing. There we go. Grabbing some locates now. Oh, it's got a previous pop up to these levels, so I'm about to jump in it right here. So I'm in it, don't have any idea what's going on with this stock, and it's Chinese. So let's draw some levels. Boom. Boom. I'm not really sure why I'm giving it sound effects, but let's keep it going. So I got in at, oh, I got a pretty good entry. I was a little lucky though. 67.8 right up here. So I'll take it. 2,000 shares. I'm just gonna see if it falls. Guess I should look up the news. $20 million float. Announces up to 30 million private placement for cryptocurrency. Of course. The ones I enter without checking news is always that. So I trimmed, I only entered 2,000 shares. So I trimmed, where did I get out at? 55 cents. I'm still holding 1,000. Pretty small position though, because it's only like a $1,200 position, but didn't make that much on that flush. But if it gets back up there, I'll add. Because these crypto plays, they've been flushing pretty hard too. It's just let them make their move first. I actually just went ahead and added a little bit more at 62. Probably did it a little too early, but let's see. Well, here it goes. Just wanted to get back in it or get heavier in it. I'm still holding on to those original 1,000. Yeah, I kind of just want to wait and see if this one dies, to be honest. Because like I said, I follow trends, if you can't tell. Like I was talking about 7 a.m. the trends. And the trend with these crypto plays is typically they make a little bit stronger move than this initially, but strong move, then die. Previously, the ones that used to rip me a new one, they would pop, then keep popping, then keep popping, and then run all day. So at least we're past that phase. DVLT. Should I pull that one up? DVLT. Kind of looking like it's breaking out. What is going on? Oh, it's got some congestion in this area. If it gets up to $1.66, I might play it. How is JZXN doing? Still just hanging around that level. If it gets back up here, I'll short it again. 69 cents or whatever. Yeah, probably 68. But I don't know if it will. I added my 1,000 shares back like I told y'all. Ended up getting filled at 61 cents. Not the best fill, but I just wanted to get back in it. Because I think it's going to die. Again, I could be wrong, but I follow trends. And these crypto ones have not. They make their move. And sometimes they've been going negative. Getting a nice little flush on it. Here we go. I'm holding. Good, nice cover, BG. It sounds like you call it a decent part of the move. Let's go, guys. I'm probably going to cover some here at 50 cents too, to be honest. Gosh, dang it. I just shorted. Now it's popping up again. Shorted instead of covered. Oh, but the order didn't execute. Good, 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 good. All right, I'm out. And now it's going in the 40 cents. Oh, well. But, I mean, I'm actually proud of myself. I held for a decent amount. The reason I said proud of myself is because I like to take profits too quick sometimes. So, caught a decent part of the move. Alexander said he's still holding. Let's go. Yeah, these usually kind of go back to where it started. Alexander, where'd you get in at? Strong man right there. Yeah. Well, it goes back to one of the questions. I can't remember who asked me a few live streams ago. It was actually a good question. It's like, what hurts more, not taking profit when you're in profit, or what was it? Not taking profit when you're in profit, or oh, not getting filled. And it's definitely probably not taking profit when you're in profit, because it hurts when something moves against you and you were like deep in the money, but you were being a little greedy and wanted more, and then it reverses. So that's probably why I take profit too quick. And too quick is subjective. I mean, I've had a pretty good trading career, but I would like to hold some of these longer. But we did good on that one. So I got out around 51 cents. Sounds like Alexander, you held. BT, you held too. So for a decent amount. Got out at 49 cents. Let's go, Alexandru. Good stuff, guys. So I've only played STSS and JZXN, and they have both flushed. And that's what I was saying at the beginning of the stream. Take advantage of this. It's not always this way. You just started shorting. I just want to be clear. It's not always this clean. We've had a friendly market lately, pre-market for shorting. Yeah, we've definitely played this one before. And Alexander, you'll see that. I've probably played every ticker that I have up at the top before. Yeah, I've played JZXN, STSS, DVLT, IVDA. You'll start seeing tickers you played previously. You'll know a little bit more about them. That's why I knew JZXN was Chinese, and then when I saw the name, I was like, yeah, definitely Chinese. Yeah, this summer was brutal. They rocked me a little bit. Green overall, but that's kind of why I've been trading small lately. Because summer was, there were some days that, and again, it mostly was the crypto treasury plays. Took me too long to catch on to those or change up my strategy. Or adjust is probably the right word. What did DVLT? Oh, it went right to that level I drew and it just died. Boom. It's all good. I didn't even know if I was going to, I'm not going to pretend like I was 100% set on entering that. I really wasn't, but did get a little flush here. JZXN going back to where it started. What's up, man? Nestor. Yeah, I was wondering where you been, bro. Yeah, we've been doing pretty good the last couple months. Summer was a little brutal for me. I mean, green overall, but far from easy money. But yeah, lately the market's been very friendly in pre-market. At least, especially last couple weeks. BG, I did too. I was saying it the whole time. It's gonna pop and go back, and I still didn't hold it the whole way, but all good. I had to take a step back, working on my edge, but I'm joining the discretionary dark side. Let's go. I remember you were very process focused, and I look up to that actually. Because I remember you were talking about statistically holding longer and to the end of the day and stuff like that. So a lot of my intraday trades, I try to do that now. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything I really like. Oh, DKI, that's what I was looking at. DK, do I even still have DKI pulled up? No. DKI. One from Tuesday. Yeah, no, that's a, oh my gosh. Yeah, that is a gnarly candle. Wild, because now it's down here. All right, I'm not seeing much now, so I'll be patient, see if we get some more action here shortly. You don't like DKI? No, I don't like it either. I got locates up here, but I never entered. But I'm okay with that. I had my biggest loss in history last October. So it's always in the back of my mind. I should have lost a lot of money on that trade though. I was playing pretty reckless. So the stats are so skewed for October now. But I think I had a pretty good month outside of a couple bonehead plays. So I'm hoping we'll have a decent October. But it's hard to look at the month overall when you have a massive loss. Yeah, it was drug. T-Mac. Let me make sure nothing's moving and I'll do a little. Yeah, I don't really see anything moving. DRUG. Drugs. Story of my, I shouldn't even have shorted this. But let's see, what was it? October, not daily. Let's go to, I mean, not 5 minute. Let's go to daily. So was this it? October last year? Yeah, it was this. So look at this move right here. So let's zoom in. So it was trading about, Jesus, I'm being messy with this. So it was trading in this like dollar range. And then it got all the way up to 38. Zoom in so you can see a little bit better. So I got caught up in this initial move and I think I swung it. And then it decided to go to like 35 and I held the whole time like a retard. I shouldn't say that, but that's what I felt like. Let's just say a clown. It's more politically correct. But yeah, no, it got me. It got me pretty hard. Lost 70. I'm trying to pull up the daily for it, but it's gonna be hard to do that since it was so long ago. But is there a way you can pull up the dailies 5 minutes or lock it to this area without having to scroll all the way back? Probably, but regardless, so it went against me hard, and I just was ignorant and just kept scaling up. And I've talked to y'all about it. I haven't like, um, you can make a mark. It's all good. You see at high level what happened. I mean, it was an insane parabolic move, like from $1 to like 38. And I used to be pretty bad about scaling up for no reason. And yeah, no, I lost 76,000 and my account was negative 8,000 before it was over. And then I lost $7,000 the 2 days after that. And then I lost 25K 2 days after that. So in a matter of a week, I lost over 100K. Took me a little less than 3 months to win it all back. I mean, I had 3 decent months after that, but I should have never put myself in that scenario. But I like learning the hard ways, and that was one of the best lessons I've learned. So, and I don't trade that way anymore. So I wish I didn't have to lose 100K to figure that out, but I did. I love drug. Were you long on that one? Yeah, I was just blindly averaging up. And then it goes, and I wasn't like always blindly averaging up that time, but again, it goes back to like, it's easy. Just remember this, it's easy to cut like one that goes against you 100, 200 bucks. But if it's like a parabolic move, and you get caught in a halt, and then that 100 to 200 bucks turns to $10,000, like that, or $5,000 or $4,000 or whatever, you kind of freeze up. You kind of like, oh, like I didn't want to take this loss today. So I would try to figure out a way to like get out of it, because sadly, it's kind of double-edged sword. Y'all have seen how I've traded. I'm pretty good at like getting my average up and turning a loss into a win, but when it goes from 1 to like 38 and eventually 50, there's not much you can there's not much you can do if you started shorting at like 2, 3, $4. So that's probably the main reason I got that Kimfo interview, honestly, because like they interviewed me because I was making good, totally, but they were more intrigued about that that week of losses and how I bounced back. DXYZ is moving a little bit. Is this a new one or an old one? It's a little bit too pricey. Never mind. Yeah, it ended the day at like 44. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was just numb after that. Didn't even tell anybody. And TradeZero called me a guy, I forget what his name was. He was cool, but he had to break the news to me that that I got margin called and that I owed him $8,000. But I was in like I mean, you don't just casually lose $75,000. I was in a six-figure position at one point. So when I say, and that's why I say like I'm trading small now, the small entry, because I do trade a lot smaller these days. But I like it. I'm comfortable. I'll scale back up eventually, but I like where I'm at right now. I do remember HKD, but I was able to avoid that one since it was Chinese. Something told me to stay away from it, and I did. VKI popping again. Little VWAP retest. Yeah, this one, I'm probably not gonna play it just because yesterday it was up at $10. It's Chinese, no news. I don't know if this is just a dead cat bounce or whatever, but I'm probably just gonna not play it. But it's probably a decent VWAP retest right here. But when the PR pops have been as good as STSS and JZXN, probably just gonna wait for some more pops. But yeah, and like I've said before, I used to not look at, I just would trade off my phone. And I remember I was building out like a little closet system. That was just a stressful morning. So I entered that position. It was going against me. My wife's Romanian dad was visiting, and I was trying to set up our guest bedroom and like so they could have a little closet system. And he was on the way, and he always shows up early. So I was trying to knock that out, and I wasn't monitoring the position. And then next thing, I like that's why I said it's easy to cut 100, 200, 300 bucks, but I was negligent and didn't even look at it till I was down like 10K. So then I'm just like, oh. So then I started trying to manage it instead of cutting it. And it was a disaster. So then he shows up like an hour after I just lost $76,000. I'm trying to act like I'm not mentally unstable. It's probably like, why is Justin acting so weird? Like, he's acting traumatized. Yeah, T-Mac, 100%. I completely disregarded your position. Yeah, people like to scare shorts away. And that's why I throw a little shade back at Ross. Like I like Ross, but he throws a lot of shades at shorts and make it sound like we are just like it's a very dangerous job. But it's dangerous if you're negligent. And he's right though. It can be very dangerous. We are all aware that uh technically you could have unlimited losses, but you know, there's ways around that with your broker. So I learned things from it. So now I don't blindly average up. Now I only keep a certain amount of money in my account. So if it does get liquidated, it's not the end of the world, you know? So there's definitely ways, and your broker's going to liquidate you before it gets too out of control. They tried to liquidate. The scary thing was drug was halting up so quick that the broker was trying to get me out and they couldn't get me out. And that's why it squeezed like it did. It was a short squeeze. The broker was trying to get me out of positions and they weren't able to until it was negative. So we got a PR coming out. Let's see what it was. But anyways, enough of that story time. And I think I told you I have it right here on my desk, my P&L for the day. So I look at it and it scares me. QNTM, look like the news is decent. Receives final report for 2 key studies of its potential breakthrough drug for multiple sclerosis, moving closer to phase 2 clinical trial. Oh, just moving closer to. So I just saw phase 2 trial. It's actually pretty weak news. So I hope it does pop. Let me pull it up. QNTM. No, it's not moving. But yeah. That's it. I like learning the hard way, so. Joshua, you're right. I don't know if y'all were trading during the GameStop saga, but people lost like their houses, their retirement, their like whatever. Like it was crazy. Like buying GME at 100, 200, $300 and then like holding and it goes all the way back to like $5. And then they're mad at the CEO or mad at GameStop or mad at whatever. It's like, bro, be mad at yourself. Hopefully that was none of y'all, but DFLI. Oh, I'm not even seeing it. DFLI. Oh, let's go. I'm not too late. Oh, it's only up 6 cents. Okay, I got time to do some research. So where is it going? These are just rough levels, guys. I know they're not perfect levels, but give me an idea so I don't have to be zoomed in on them too close. Okay. I'm gonna let it push a little bit more, but looks like it could be a play here shortly. $200 is close to 1. And Joshua's biggest loss was on Meta. End up losing $50 a share. Yeah, I remember Meta used to be very volatile during earnings season. Maybe it still is. I just don't pay attention to those stocks. But we're getting some alerts here. These are, or getting some trade ideas. These are all previous pops. So anything that it says now is legit. PASW. Or I think it's legit. PASW. Maybe that was an old one too, because I'm not seeing it. PASW. Yeah, that was from earlier or something. Dang, Josh. Yeah, that's full degenerate mode right there, bro. Mine was negligence. I just stepped away and then tried to manage it, but still not much better. Not really see anything move at no 8 o'clock pops, unfortunately. Yeah, that's the worst part, BG. Are you domestic or international? I feel like our international traders have an advantage. You don't have to worry about PDT. Because if you want to get around that in the States, you got to go to those, whether it's oceans or whatever. And their fees are pretty brutal. Let's go, T-Mac. You started your account with, and you're making, so that's crazy. Crazy. Ordo, I hope our PDT days are over. But I am curious to know what happens. The market will, I feel like small caps will get hot when that day happens. Could be wrong. So you started with 500, now you're at 50. That's wild, bro. Good job. Good, yeah. These offshore brokers are gonna have to dial in their fees and commissions probably. Because if you can start trading with, like, let's say TradeZero soon with 2,000 bucks, like, why would anybody trade on those other brokers? And that's what Steven used to show me, his like P&Ls and stuff, or like how much he paid in fees, and I was like, oh my god, like you have to probably be a better trader than me to stay ahead of that. That's good. I'm glad they're already dropping fees though. That's good. I appreciate the conversation, but man, I want another play. But these kind of go hand in hand. Slow weeks and good flushes kind of go hand in hand. It's been a relatively slow week in pre-market, but the limited opportunities we've had, they've flushed cleanly. Alexandru, I'm not really sure. You should reach out to him. Let's see. No, I get that, Joshua, but you said that it's cost like $30 to enter a position. That's what I'm talking about. Not necessarily the 225. CMEG. Is it moving? I'm not seeing it on my top gainers yet. CMEG. Is what you meant to say? Oh, got it. Yeah, I might have missed it. What are y'all saying? TSHA? TSHA. A little bit of congestion in here. Bro, I'm being like a rookie today with the charts. I kind of am though. So it's at this level now, but I'm gonna let it run a little bit. See if we can get up to closer to 389. Or 390. Because it's only up 15% right now, I think. Yeah. FDA grants breakthrough therapy designation for RETT syndrome. I don't even know what that is. RETT syndrome. You're probably like, why are you looking that up right now? Because I want to see how many patients have it. Because a lot of times, like, if there's like 5 people who have this, then the market, there's not very many people you can sell it to. Dang, 1 in 10,000 females. That's crazy. That's a decent amount. Yeah, but anyways, I want to see it run to 389, 430 before I get an entry. Again, I might miss the flush, but it's up 13%. I'm not entering that. But thanks for getting it on my radar because it might get up there. JZXN's pumping again. Not really. Yeah, Joshua. What broker? Oh, I missed that. Yeah, I was curious. I always think about oceans, and I always forget what yours is called. Oh, good. You don't have to say it again. I'll look at it later. Oh, the broker is CMEG. That's why I couldn't find the ticker. Got it. Now I get the joke too. Oh, and I won't forget that. I mean, I will forget that after this live stream. It looked like a ticker. Nice flush on TSHA. Again, like I said, not surprised it flushed. I just get nervous in them, entering them too early, but nice job catching that BG. Trend Raider, you catch it? Or are you letting it run some? Yeah, and they're good brokers to get around the PDT for sure. Like I'm not trying to throw too much shade at them. I just want everyone to be aware that those fee structures are pretty rough. But it's a trade-off. That's how life works. NCTY is pumping. I don't really know what it is. Dang, I missed most of the move now though. NCTY. What even is this? The 9 limited. Man, I wish I would have called it though. Don't tell me it went right to this level too, because I would know I would have played that. Would it? Yeah, it went to this level. Oh well, missed it. It's not very liquid, so I might would have stayed away from it. There's only 40,000 shares traded on it, so I'm not gonna pretend like I would have entered that. I might have, but not guaranteed. Dang, slow morning, guys. Sorry. I mean, not sorry. I know I don't control it, but like, I always feel bad when these live streams are slow. I like it whenever it's just like balls to the wall. One pop, then you move on to the next pop, then you move on to the next pop, then you move on to the next pop. But this week and last week, it hasn't been that way. They've been flushing hard, but just not a lot of plays. ANGX is moving now. Making a little move up to 10 bucks. I don't know anything about this one, but I'm grabbing some locates. Try to play the $10 level. Oh, it's already flush. Man, everything's flushing so quick. Gosh. Nothing's which is good for us, but it's hard to get entries. Like, look at this. Actually, now that I have it pulled it up on TradingView, I don't really like it that much. But it failed at $10. Yeah, this is like a multi-day runner. Yeah, I don't really like these. Market cap's probably big on it too. But everything's flushing quickly. Yeah, I figured it did. Figured it did. DFLI. Oh, let's go. This was levels I drew. I don't even know what they were, but I drew them for a reason. So let me get a little entry on this one. I can't tell. I mean, haven't even looked up anything. I'm just like, yep, take it. So got a little starter here. Then my next one will be around 80 cents. What were these levels again? Oh, like previous pops. And then it could get up. Oh, yeah. So the 200's right here. And there's, yeah, there's a lot going on in this level. So a previous support now probably turn resistance. So cool. I'll play it. Doesn't look very, like it's moving very fast. Small initial entry because I think this one could keep running. It's only up 29% too. I didn't play after hours yesterday. I know Joshua tried to get into ENTO. Did you ever get in it, bro? I think you said you missed it, didn't you? Oh yeah, that one flushed clean, Trend Raider. I saw that. So I'm gonna play this next level, a DFLI. Yeah, after hours there it's honestly after hours been more active than pre-market the past week or so. And if it breaks and looks like it's going to move on to a dollar, I'll probably just cut and then just add back at those levels because I honestly I kind of wanted to make it to those levels, but I don't want to hold my what is my average now 77.5, so basically 78 cents average all the way to that. So I'll see what it does around these levels first. Big seller at 79.9999. Good to know. Good to know. So I'm in the money a little bit, but I'll see if it flushes a little more. I'm not gonna make a ton on this one because it's only up 28%. And I'm only in 1,000 shares at this point because I was hoping it would run to a dollar, the 200 level. Trade ideas have been quiet today. So I forgot to turn my alerts off yesterday and after hours, even though I wasn't playing, and it was just trade ideas was going off. $8:30, there's usually some PRs. Fingers crossed we get a good one. I might wrap up shortly after that. Like I was saying, not feeling the best today. Not sure what's going on. Might have caught a little something. My wife works in the hospital, so it wouldn't be the first time she brought something home. I don't like blaming it on her. Yeah, I'm looking at ASBP. I'll see if it runs a little more. But 60 is a good level. Good to know. And this is a boring play, but that's all right. Again, just played too small today for some of those initial pops, so I've had a weak morning. I'm only sitting at 524, so $524.90. I'm not gonna make hardly anything on this play, but I'll probably trim at VWAP because I think it might push to that dollar level. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna get out here. It's just moving too slow. Good flush, but I'm out at 74 cents. Like I said, didn't make hardly anything on it, but I want it to kind of pump a little more. Haven't had any losses this week, so I want to keep it that way. Nah, I really don't care that much, but trying to be like Ordo, that 99% win rate last month. That's insane, bro. And Ordo, sorry for putting you on blast like this, but you trade a lot too. That's the crazy thing. It's not like he traded like a few tickers. Like trades a lot and 99% win rate. That's insane. I don't think I've ever seen that, honestly. I appreciate the credit you give me, Ordo, but um, I don't know if it's all deserved, but I appreciate it. Nice. Good job, Alexandra. Yeah, I'm not playing TSHA at this level, even though I drew a line. It's only up 11%, but thanks for getting it on my radar. Because it could flush right here. And we're looks like it might. Yeah, that's where I usually stay, Josh. It's about 80 to 90. But it's a big difference from 80 to 90 to 99. And again, it's not all about win percentage, but that just tells you Ordo how he manages his positions, how he is particular about entries. Like it's pretty impressive. But 80, 90%, that's still awesome, Josh. Very good. Very good. Because that's, like I said, that's kind of where I bounce between. Appreciate it, Ordo. Now we got some awesome traders in our group now, so it's pretty cool. And then Colin, I think he's on a 59-day win streak, which is absurd. Like, just it's inspiring stuff that what y'all are doing. How quick y'all are flipping accounts and stuff. Wild, wild, wild. SNGX, is it popping a little? It's up 18%, but man, I don't like these 18 percenters. ASBP. Dang, nice job, Joshua. DRMA. DRMA. Okay. Moving up. It's getting more interesting. Geez, it just flush. And this thing's trading sketchy, but that's what they've been doing. They've been flushing so hard lately. So CIGL pop. This probably isn't a bad play, honestly, because you can see what's happening. Did it break above this? Technically, but it flushed immediately. This one will probably keep fading. Oh, I remember this was some trash news too. I saw this one in after hours. Like basically this is a pop from 260 to like over $5. Look at the news when y'all get a chance. I wish I would have caught. You know what? I might enter this one or grab some locates at least. Because the news was so weak. I'll read it to y'all in a second. I think this one's just going to keep fading because the news was just like not impressive at all. And if we're getting back up to, I got me a little starter now that we're flirting with 450. And then we'll add at 474. 474-ish. Yeah, the news is like, I mean, like, what does it say? Or maybe this was a different one. Was this a Singapore stock? Yeah, I might be talking about another one. Let me see if I can find that news. Yeah, I think I might be talking about another one. Oh no, this is it. Maybe I'm missing some of it, but it says they launched 2025 equity incentive plan. So is that not the only news? So revenue increased by 11% to approximately 6 million. Oh, so that's why it popped. I thought it was the 2025 equity incentive plan, but you're right. There was other news associated with it. That was 2 days ago. The reporting revenue growth. The newest news was that they just rolled out basically their stock options for their employees. And after hours yesterday. Yeah, that one's old, but the one I was talking about, the 2025 equity incentive plan, is what they released in after hours yesterday. And basically all it is stock options for their employees. Not really sure why that would cause a stock to double, but anyways, I got in on that pop. I think this one could just be a slow fader all day. Only entered 300 shares, up about 40, well, about 50 bucks now. So PALI got an alert crossing $1.55 now. I'm kind of tempted because I think I just think it'd be dumb for them not to start executing these or dumping these 70-cent shares. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna get into this. Is more of a offering play than anything. We're getting 8:30 news coming in, so we might see some things moving here. But let me find PALI. I want to just get a little position on it. I was in this thing like 8,000 shares yesterday. I'm not doing that right now, but I want to get a little position on it. Because if they start dumping those 70-cent shares. KZIA. Ooh, it's up. Let's go. KZIA. I'm grabbing some locates. Don't flush it. Don't flush it. Don't flush it. Okay, I'm pulling it up. KZIA. So let's see. I saw some news from yesterday, but let's see if that was news today. Yeah. Announces 86% reduction in tumor burden and expanded access case of metastatic TNBC patent treated. Okay, it's just a lot of words. So what is this? Remarkable results from a single patient. I got a feel. I had an 895 order sitting and it just hit it. So I'm in 200 shares. Nothing crazy. That was a nice. I'm glad it hit it though. Because I don't want to get in too early, but it apparently just shot up and hit that. But yeah, it's a single patient. Can't come to any conclusion with that. Or you're not going to get any type of results are based only on single patient case study, early stage data requiring further validation to larger patient groups. Yeah, not really impressed with that news, but I'm just gonna hang on to these. Like I said, I got lucky and got a decent feel on it. Okay, now we're up in the 9s. What's the float on this thing? It looks like it could be small. 1.5 million is what I'm seeing. So I guess I'm gonna look at some levels. Y'all might have already said it in the comments, but let's see. This thing has room to run though. It's not up very much, so I don't want to like keep adding. Like I'm in the money because I got that 895 fill, but barely in the money. So I'm just gonna wait to see if it flushes a little more. I'm not gonna add to the position. Tempting, but I'm not going to. Because it's still only up 27%. The news is trash. You can't do anything with a single, like, I mean, cool, but that could be coincidence at this point, you know what I mean? So kind of weak to me. There we go. I might trim a little here. So I got out in the 18s. Again, I'll probably leave some money on the table. Got out at 200 shares from 8.95 to 8.18. Yep, here it goes. But just in case it wants to retest those levels again. Well, I got in a little pop I wanted. Again, played it kind of small, but it wasn't up very much. Yeah, I see y'all talking about TSHA. TSHA. I got my letters backwards. TSHA. Okay. It's up now. What's that level? I'm not entering it, but it does look like a decent play. VIGL. Got in at like 448 on this one, so it's fading a little bit. Up about a little bit on it. Here we go. Yeah, I'm not against playing it. I just didn't want to play it at that level. If we go up to 430, I'll play it. And it looks like we're about to. Yeah, I just don't like pops in the teens. I guess my theory is like I'd rather miss a play than get in too early. But it did look like a decent level. Yeah, no, I like this level though. So let's get up some locates now. You know, I don't even like 30% where we're at, but I might, if it makes another little move up, I'll start. Here we go. So I got my first entry, small entry at 421. And then my next one's 429. That was literally only 100 shares. Now I have 400 waiting at 429. There we go. I'm filled. We're going higher. Let's see if it holds. Added some in the 430s. Got a pretty good average now. Average is 4.277, so 427 roughly. Or 428, I guess. Closer to 428. So let's get the 5 minute. Let's see what it does. I don't know anything about this. Did they have, I need to look it up. Is this a new news or? Oh, this is the FDA grant. Ooh, I don't like that headline, but I like this level. So let's see what it does here. It seems like it's decent news. So if it breaks a new high, I'm gonna get out. Yeah, this is an FDA grant, and It's only up 30%. In hot markets, I'm just going to give a disclaimer. In hot markets, do not get in a 19, 20, probably even 30% FDA grant approval or FDA approval stock at 20, 30%. Again, things are flushing, things aren't running right now, but you can make good money, but you can learn some bad habits too. So it might work today, but just be aware of that. I've seen these same headlines go hundreds of percent. So that's why I'm kind of jaded against these 19, 20, 30% pops, but I'm in it. I'm just trying to be honest with y'all. Everything's flushing pretty good these days, though. And I'm actually going to close out here at 421 and make hardly any money on it because I don't know. I don't really like it. I think the headline's decent. And nothing's really moving right now. And again, it could flush, but I don't mind missing flushes. I don't like taking losses. So I'm out. Didn't make hardly anything on it. But I don't love it. But this is a good level though. It is a good level, but I might miss a good flush here, but that's okay. Yeah, 270 million float. I see that. That's probably why it's not making a drastic move. I am tempted to re-add now that I'm seeing weakness. So now I made a little bit on it. Now I added back at 429. Very small since it's struggling in this area. Because again, I'm playing it off price action too. So I didn't like it a few minutes ago. I'm liking it better by the minute. So I added 400 shares at 429. Once I see that it's struggling to hold over that level. And I might cut here. I'm going to add a little bit right here, but if it breaks a new high, I'm cutting. Yeah, I'm glad I only entered a couple hundred shares. So I lost like 30 bucks on it. Nothing crazy. I'm out. First loss of the week. I might have had another loss. I could be wrong. But yeah, it wasn't bad. So I'm not sweating it too much. But yeah, and again, it is a decent float, but it is just we can't ignore headlines either though. This is a FDA and I looked it up. 1 in 10,000 people have this disease, so there's a decent market for it. So I'm probably not gonna mess with it too much anymore. Again, it could flush here at 450, could go to 5 and flush, but I'm just, it's just not certain to me. I like A setups or at least a B setup. I don't know if that qualifies for it, but y'all can have some fun with it because it could still flush. So CIGL, that was a pretty good entry on the, got in at 448 on that pop. So I was only in, let's see, 300 shares, but up about 120 bucks on it. I'm probably just going to hold on to it because again, I think this news was weak. They basically just have stock options for their employees now. So For all y'all that are in it, hopefully we'll get a little flush here if y'all haven't already stopped out. I'll keep an eye on it since I know some of y'all are playing it, but I don't really plan on re-entering it. But I think I'm actually net positive on this one because I did catch about a 10-cent flush on it. So I'll be curious to see what trade Zero said about this one. Where could it go next for you guys? At least there's a, ooh, right at $5. I might play this though if it gets up to 5. Because that's a strong psychological level. Previous support, you can see it hit 5 and bounced up. And 2 pops to the $5 level. So if it gets to $5, I'll play it again. That'll make it up, what, 40, 50%. Feel a little bit better about that. Yeah, I might just hold seriously IGL, see if it just fades today. I'm tempted to take profit. It's easy. I'm up 130 bucks on it now, so it's tempting to take profit on it. But I do think this could just... Only thing I don't like is this last pop. It actually got higher than the previous pop. And I would like to see it break a new lower low here. But it almost has a feel like it's about to curve up. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. And again, this is just my hillbilly technical analysis, you know what I mean? But I don't like that this pop went a little higher. I do like that it immediately faded though. You know what? I'm just going to take profit. I'm up 130 bucks on it. I'm just going to get out of it. Because I don't like holding throughout the day anymore, or as much as I used to, because I'm always checking it and crap. Here we go. Look like we might get a move to 5. Yeah, TSHA was a pretty good long, I bet. And again, not trying to say I told you so, because I jump in it too, but this is what I was saying. Just be careful of these little pops, especially when markets get hot again. I know some of y'all recently started shorting. I would love to say it's always this good. It is not. It is not. Ordo, can you vouch for me? It's not always this easy. I mean, y'all have seen me. A lot of y'all are OGs and been following me for a while, but no, I mean, $4 was probably not a bad level to thinking of. And I'm not trying to like make anyone feel bad. Like it's all good, but let's try to share what I've just seen throughout the years. The headline was actually pretty good. And the funny thing about this one is it might still flush here, but I'm gonna try to wait till 5, see if it gets there, and it might not. Might not. Oh, it says it already got to 475. Wow, I didn't realize it got all the way. Yeah, 475. Curious to see what it does here. It might flush, it might bounce off this level. Let's see. A very good point, Trend Raider. That's a very good point. There's not much moving right now. But at least this one's not like parabolically moving up. You know what I mean? So you'll have time to manage your position at least. But yeah, Trend Raider, there's nothing else to really steal attention from it. Probably gonna go to 4 now that you're out. I think VWAP will give it a little trouble, but let's see. So the pros is everything's been fading lately. The cons is we're at VWAP and there's nothing else really to steal people's attention. So I'd be guessing. Oh, Ordo. That's too close. 2 cents. That hurts. Yeah, I saw that. It's a $2 million flow, so that's probably why it's not moving excessively. And now that it has 13 million shares traded on it, yeah, I'd be surprised if we saw any like drastic moves up, but I think it could slowly grind up for sure to that 475, $5 level or whatever. Moment of truth, VWAP. Nine o'clock is 7 minutes away. I wasn't planning on hanging out this long, but honestly, I'm feeling a little bit better the more I'm awake. So I'll see if anything happens at 9 o'clock, and if not, I'll dip. But definitely gonna wait 6 minutes since I'm already here to see if we get some 9 o'clock pops. But thank y'all for joining. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subs, guys. Hopefully you learned something, made a little money this morning. Let's go. Let's make some tea. BG. Making tea. Looking like it's going to break it. A 5-minute close below VWAP is always a good sign. It's not a guarantee, but it's a good sign. And what I mean by guarantee is guaranteed flush, but it is a very good sign. I actually had a decent day, so I'm sitting at, but I just feel like I haven't traded much. And trade is so light. But again, I guess I need to just quit saying that. This is my new size, I guess. It's funny, I've been going heavier for the intraday plays. I only played one intraday play Monday, I believe. I made 1,200 on it, and then yesterday 1,200 on that one. But pre-market, I don't know. I think because things are moving so fast, I haven't felt comfortable sizing up, but all good. And the problem is my favorite is the 7 o'clock pops, but I'm like, like when I get on these live streams, I've been awake for like 15 minutes. I'm barely awake. So I think I'm not in the right headspace to go heavy either. Need to start trying to get up a little earlier. So I'm still in PALI as well. I haven't talked about it much. This is probably the only one I'm going to hold into market open just to see if my thesis is right. Because again, y'all saw me drop it in the Discord. Again, well, let me find it first. And again, free trial for the Discord as well. We'll be having our end of month call on Saturday. And it's a good time to get a free trial. Because every time we have our end of month recap call, it's open mic, share the floor, see what you're seeing, trends. I share how I did. Nope. Haven't disclosed how I did last month. I had a pretty good month. Not as good as the month before. August, I had a 43K month. I didn't do that because I had that one big loss in, well, not big, not massive, but a decent sized loss in last month. So I didn't come in at as close to 43, but I had a pretty good month. But yeah, good time to try the Discord trial. And we'll be live streaming exclusively on Discord tomorrow, Friday. And end of day fades tomorrow too. Busy in the Discord on Fridays. And I'm not gonna like, y'all know I try to be real with y'all. The last couple end of day Friday fades haven't been super exciting. We've made money, or I've made money. I'm like 7 for 7 with those now, but the last 2 Fridays, the fades haven't been super great, but still decent. But a couple weeks ago, they were like money. Oh, good, Josh. 35 ain't bad at all. Yeah, dude, I still play small pops too, bro. So again, I just like to, I try not to, but y'all see me cave in sometimes. I just try to be real with y'all. I just don't want, I don't like when y'all lose. Like when y'all have losses in the Discord group. So I'll just try to tell you what I'm not, just tell you what I'm seeing or what I'm feeling, but it looks like it's going to fade here though. See if it bounces at the 9. But yeah, this is why I like PALI. Let me. So as you can see, and I'm not telling y'all to get in it, but I'm telling y'all why I'm playing it. So pricing of an upsized 120 million underwritten public offering, 171.4 million shares at 70 cents. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. So basically there's 70, see if there's any news that comes out, but they got as of October 2nd, okay, which is today, they can execute 171 million shares at 70 cents for PALI. A lot of times when they do this is at market open. Again, I'm not saying it's going to happen. This thing could run and break a new high or test 180 or 190, but that's why I'm in it. Just wanted to give a background. So let's see if anything's moving at 9. I haven't heard any trade idea alerts. Aruba, I've learned a lot from this channel. Thanks, bro. Thanks. I'm glad. I'm Irving. Oh, you're Irving in the... Okay, cool. I like matching the names for the Discord with the YouTube. Good to know. Y'all seen anything for 9 o'clock? I'm not. And y'all know I don't love the 9 o'clock pops either. I'm not against 9 o'clock pops. You just gotta, they just tend to run a little harder if you get in too early. So I like this. The 7 o'clock ones, 8 o'clock ones, I'll kind of scale in or jump in a little early sometimes, but 9 o'clock, gotta be careful with it. Because when they can just run sometimes a little harder. But honestly, everything's been fading lately. Yeah, I'm not seeing much, guys, at 9 o'clock. So I might just end here. 868.72 is where I'm at. It's open for a little more, but not the end of the world. I might pick an intraday play that I see maybe after hours, beef it up a little bit. Ended of the day around 2200 yesterday. That's kind of where I like to end. But again, we'll see what today holds. If PALI dumps, I'm only in 1,000 shares at 150 or $1.57, but that's the only position I'm in right now. I might regret holding it at market open, but I'm gonna try it. And then if it pops to 180, 190, I'm gonna add. If it breaks $2, I'm just going to probably dip out. But anyways, guys, that's it. Thank y'all, and I'll be in the Discord today if I see anything exciting. But as usual, thank y'all for jumping on. Appreciate the likes, subscribes, and I will see y'all next week if you're not in the Discord. See y'all.